guys, it's Kylie and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make these adorable little mini octopuses. They are super cute. They're about 2.5 inches tall and about 4 inches wide across the bottom of their little tentacles. So they fit in your palm of your hand. So easy to make and they are super quick to make. And if you like these felt eyes, be sure and look below in the description. I'll have a link for how you can make your own felt eyes with a Cricut. And any Cricut will work. Whether you have the Joy, the Explore Air, or the Maker, you can make these cute felt eyes. And I have the free design project page in Cricut Design Space. But to start, I'm going to show you how to make these cute little octopuses, and we'll jump right in. And before we get started making our little octopus, I do want to mention, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. You don't want to miss any new stuff that I'll be doing and putting out in the future, I'm sure. And be sure to check out my YouTube channel for all my previous tutorials, because I have done a bunch of different tutorials, and whether it's patterns, stitch tutorials, even a few Cricut tutorials here and there. So make sure you check that out. And then I'm going to show y'all what y'all need to make your own little octopus. So I'm using, of course, the Premier Parfait Chunky yarn. I am using this, I think, color is called Poppy. It is a bright red. It will not take very much at all, just a little bit off the skein. This is a great project for scraps. And you could even use a few different colored scraps and make a multicolored little octopus if you wanted to, because it doesn't take much at all. So you'll need that. You'll need a J or a 6mm crochet hook. I got this one off of Etsy from a shop that made them, and isn't it cute? It's so sparkly. I'll try to remember to link this in the description too, from the shop that I got it from. You'll also need a small amount of polyfill, and I'm talking about maybe a handful, not very much at all. And you'll need either safety eyes or some felt eyes, and these are some that I made. And like I said, I'll be linking that tutorial. So if you have a Cricut Joy or any type of Cricut, you can make your own felt eyes, and I'll link that below in the description. And then you'll need a hot glue gun if you're using felt eyes to glue them on. And you of course also need a yarn needle, but that's all you'll need, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to start by making a magic circle. And to make a magic circle, I take my tail of yarn to my left and the working yarn to the right, and I'm just going to loop it over here and make a little circle like that. And then I'm going to take my hook, put it under the circle, and grab the working yarn and pull up a loop, and I'll chain one to secure. And that's how you make a magic circle or magic ring, and then you can kind of pull it to close it. So for round 1, we're going to work 6 single crochet into this magic ring. 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to pull our ring tight and close the middle of the circle. And you want to make sure that after another round or two that you go back and you knot this end. If you do not knot it, it has the potential of becoming undone and your little octopus falling apart. So you want to make sure you go back and knot that. Okay, so after round 1 you have 6 stitches, and I forgot to mention you might also want a stitch marker. Sometimes it helps to have a stitch marker or a piece of scrap yarn. But we're now going to, for round 2, we're going to work 2 single crochet in each stitch around. So at the end of round 2, you should have 12 stitches. And I'll go ahead and flip this over and show you what I meant by knotting this tail. So you want to pull it tight and make sure the hole is completely closed. Then I'm just going to pick a stitch or something here, and I'm going to knot this tail to make sure it doesn't come undone. So I'm going to pull it through, but I'm not going to pull it completely tight. I'm going to leave a little loop, and then I'm going to grab the tail, pull it through that loop, and pull that loop closed, but leave another little loop, and then pull it through that loop and pull it tight, and that knots it. And that's how I knot my tails. Yeah, and then I just leave that long because we'll stuff it and it won't matter. So for round 3, we are going to work a single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the next, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So we'll work 1 single crochet in one stitch, 2 single crochet in the next stitch, and you'll just work that all the way around. 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, So at the end of round 3, you should have 18 stitches. Round 4, 5, and 6, we're going to just single crochet in each stitch around. So for rounds 4, 5, and 6, work 1 single crochet in each stitch around, and I will meet you up after you finish that. Okay, so I've worked rounds 4, 5, and 6, and worked a single crochet in each stitch around. Going on to round 7, we will begin decreasing. So we will work a single crochet in 1 stitch and a single crochet 2 together in the next stitch. And you'll repeat that all the way around. Single crochet in 1 stitch, single crochet 2 together. At the end of round 7, you should have 12 stitches, and we'll now begin to stuff our head here. So we'll take a little bit of polyfill and start stuffing. Like so. And then for round 8, we are going to single crochet 2 stitches together all the way around. So I'm going to do that all the way around. You can stuff it a little bit more as you go if it needs it. Okay, at the end of round 8, you should have 6 stitches. I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit more stuffing here. And just a little bit more right there. And then I'm going to cut the yarn, and I'm going to show you how I close the end of my... Okay, so I'm going to show you how I close this hole. I'm going to slip stitch into this stitch like so. And then I'm going to put my tail of yarn on my yarn needle. So to close our hole, I am going to go in the front loop only of the next stitch. And then the next stitch, I'm going to go in the front loop only. And I'm just going to repeat that all the way around. But I'm not going to pull tight yet. I'm just going to pull the, like so. I'm going to go in the front loop only of each stitch all the way around. And then after the last one, you can pull and it closes your hole. And then if you got a little bit of polyfill sticking out, you just pull it off. Then you'll just find a stitch here next to it and just knot it. Okay, and then you can just poke that end in there and poke it in. And there is the little body of our octopus. So now I'm going to show y'all how to make the legs and to make them on one piece. Okay, so to make the legs, I've made a slip knot and placed it on my hook. And you're going to chain 8 stitches. And you're going to slip stitch back into this first stitch to form a ring. And then we're going to make all of our legs and attach them to this ring. So to make the first leg, we're going to chain 6. And then the second stitch from your hook, you're going to place 3 single crochet. And you're going to place 3 single crochet in each chain stitch all the way back up till you get this ring. And by placing 3 single crochet in each stitch, it'll cause the leg to curl. And after you place 3 single crochet in that very last stitch, you're then going to single crochet into the ring. So I'll show y'all, make sure y'all see. So the ring, and I'm just going to go in the ring, grab my yarn, and make a single crochet. And then I'm going to repeat what I did for this leg and do that 7 more times till I have a total of 8 legs. So I'm going to chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second stitch from my hook, I'm going to work 3 single crochet. And I'm going to work 3 single crochet in each stitch back down till I get to the ring. And then after the last 3 single crochet in the last chain stitch, you're going to single crochet into the ring. And that way all of our legs are attached and we only have to sew this one piece on as opposed to 8 individual legs. So I'm going to repeat that right there until I have a total of 8 legs, and I'll meet up with y'all after I have 8 legs. Okay, so I have finished all 8 legs on the octopus tentacles, and I have left a really long tail and cut my yarn and attached my yarn needle. So I'm just going to lay these here, and now I'm going to sew the little body onto the little legs. So you're just going to lay it, sit it there in the middle, kind of line it up, and I just grab it and I flip it over. And I just start sewing it to the little body. I found a little spot back there. And pull my yarn through. And you should be careful that you don't wrap the legs up while you're stitching this together. We'll do that spot twice. And then I'm just going to go around and sew in between each leg. And just turn and go in between each leg. And then once you have sewed in between every leg, you'll just find a spot here, and I'll just knot my yarn. Pull it tight and then poke it through and poke it back through the body. And then I cut my yarn. And there's your little octopi. So there's that. And then you can go, and I have my pair of eyes here. Grab them. I have a pair of eyes that I'm going to attach, and I use just a hot glue gun to attach my eyes. So I'll set them here, and I'm just going to attach these cute little eyes. So there's the other one. And just line them up. And press them on. Then you pull when the glue dries, the excess glue. And that's how easy it is to make this cute little octopus. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. If y'all did, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And check out my blog and my YouTube for other free crochet patterns and tutorials. Happy crocheting, guys.